Hello friends, a warm welcome to all of you from Chhaya. Today I am reading the poem The Brook by Alfred Lord Tennyson. The brook summarizes the brook's long journey from a mountain source through various landscapes and eventually joining of the brook with a larger brimming river. The brook is personified here as a narrator of the poem and it describes its own journey. It talks about its energetic flow, its chatters and babbles, full of energy and enthusiasm while it's flowing initially. And finally, it talks about slowing down of the flow when it is about to merge with the larger river. The brook begins its journey from a secretive place frequented by coots and herons, rushing out energetically into the world while it chatters over stones and babbles over the pebbles, full of youthful enthusiasm on its way. The brook flows through various terrains, various landscapes, including the hills and the valleys, the passing by villages, the towns, and also under the bridges. While it flows, it also carries flowers, fish, and the other natural debris. And its movement varies from quick dashes to slower, more meandering paths while on its way. As the brook approaches the larger river, it realizes that now it's going to merge with the larger river. So it slows down and becomes peaceful and calm. The brook realizes that now it's going to lose its own identity because it's going to merge with the larger river. But it also realizes that it's not about losing its own identity, but it is all about becoming a part of that larger river. In a way, it is becoming a part of that endless water cycle gifted by nature. The most important theme here, I feel, is the comparison of the brook's journey with that of human life journey. Just as we come to this world, we take birth, then we have different phases in our life: childhood, the youth, the middle age, then the old age, and finally death, which is inevitable. The brook's journey, as I described, is often compared to the human life journey with its early energy, then periods of slowdown and encounters with all the obstacles that we face on our path. I'll read out the poem. I hope all of you will like this poem. The Brook by Alfred Lord Tennyson. I come from haunts of coot and herd. I come from haunts of coot and herd. I make a sudden sally and sparkle out among the fern to bicker down a valley. By 30 hills I hurry down. By 30 hills I hurry down or slip between the ridges. By 20 thorps a little town and half a hundred bridges. Till last by Philip's farm I flow. Till last by Philip's farm I flow to join the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. I chatter over stony ways in little sharps and trebles. I bubble into eddying bays, I babble on the pebbles. With many a curve, my banks I fret. With many a curve, my banks I fret. By many a field and fallow, and many a fairy fallen set with willow, weed, and mallow. And many a fairy foreland set with willow, weed, and mallow. I chatter I chatter as I flow to join the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. I wind about and in and out. I wind about and in and out, with here a blossom sailing, and here and there a lusty trout, and here and there a grayling, and here and there a foamy flake upon me as I travel, and here and there a foamy flake upon me as I travel, with many a silvery water break above the golden gravel. I draw them all along and flow. I draw them all along and flow to join the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. I steal by lawns and grassy plots. I steal by lawns and grassy plots. I slide by hazel covers. I move the sweet forget-me-nots. I move the sweet forget-me-nots that grow for happy lovers. I slip, I slide, I gloom, I glance. I slip, I slide, I gloom, I glance among my skimming swallows. I make the netted sunbeam dance against my sandy shallows. I murmur under moon and stars. I murmur under moon and stars in brambly wildernesses. I linger by my shingly bars. I loiter round my cresses. And out again I curve and flow. And out again I curve and flow to join the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. Such a beautiful poem conveying a profound message. The brook here is not only talking about its own journey, but in a way, it is also teaching us how to accept death. Excuse me. The brook here happily accepts the end of its journey and happily merges with the larger river. It says that it is merging with that larger river, not for losing its own identity, but for becoming a part of it. In a way, the brook is happy for becoming a part of that water cycle which is endless and which is gifted by nature. Similarly, a great message given to all of us should accept death as not the end of our life or not as end of losing our own identity, but it is about becoming a part of that higher divine power. It is merging with that higher power, and it is actually the beginning of a new journey ahead for all of us. Such a lovely message conveyed in this poem by the brook, which is actually personified as the narrator of this poem. Thank you so much for patient listening. Please do give a like to this video, share this video with poetry lovers. Do subscribe to my channel. Goodbye for now. See you soon with a new beautiful poem like this in the next episode. Thanks a lot from Chhaya.